Welcome to Tech Closeup. I'm Christina King.
And I'm Mark Levinson.
Technology doesn't have to be complicated.
Unless you want to make it that way.
Well, we make it a lot easier.
Just watch.
This week, we'll see how common cooking oil is becoming the fuel of choice for thousands of motorists, even though it's more expensive and harder to find.
Plus, find out why the CIA and other customers are backing a small startup with big changes in video conferencing.
And we'll show how wireless technology is about to move into a whole new dimension where that annoying tangle of wires may finally be gone forever.
All of this plus the Sultan of smartphones, Rob Enderle, coming up in this edition of Tech Closeup.
Video conferencing has been around for a long time. You know, the ability to talk to somebody face to face, even though they're thousands of miles away. Well, it just keeps getting better. There's one company that's pioneered technology that's linking computer users all over the world in an instant. And it's being funded by the CIA.
More than 4 decades ago, a new technology called the picture phone drew huge crowds at the 1964 World's Fair in New York City. Little did people realize then that the computerized world we live in today would take this simple concept to a whole new level.
Very well because
near my home.
And a standard laptop camera. This is absolutely.
VSee is a simple tool that allows people to work side by side.
From California to Alabama to Singapore and points beyond, Milton Chen and his small team at VSee have built a technology that links users simply, easily, and almost immediately anywhere in the world.
So our vision, our big thing is literally you're sitting whatever you happen to sit in, you could reach anyone, whether they're next cubicle, next building, next city, next country, as simple as clicking on the link.
Now, it may sound simple, but before users could just click on the link, it took Milton and a team of technology experts over 5 years of university research to come up with a user-friendly way to connect people anywhere in the world.
This looks a lot like Skype.
Take Mervyn Che. He's the Chief Technology Officer for ST Electronics, one of Singapore's largest multinational companies. During our visit to VSee, we watched as Milton linked with Mervyn, who was working from his home in China, thousands of miles away.
We have so many companies overseas. It is always a need that we need to talk to them.
Then there's David Goebel. He's a top official with the Transportation Security Agency, or TSA. You know, the people who make sure the friendly skies stay that way every time we fly.
Email has done a fantastic job of allowing people to do short messages and also very long documents, but the downside of that is that you lose the organic connection between people.
This ability to connect from anywhere you can get an internet signal is critical, especially in times of potential natural disaster. Paul Giro spoke with us on VSee from a field in rural Alabama where he was preparing for a possible hurricane response.
Hey, Paul.
How's it going?
Paul is the CEO of Gator, a U.S. company that makes inflatable antenna systems for quick deployment.
We've taken this antenna to Afghanistan, to Lesotho, Africa, to all through South America on some mission trips, and we use VSee to collaborate with the people that are, resident in Afghanistan or in those sites doing field work.
The company has some interesting financial backing, too. Along with the National Science Foundation, VSee also is funded by In-Q-Tel, the high-tech investment firm for the CIA.
We're able to, using simple software on the laptop, to achieve extremely high performance. For example, we have a global deployment with Shell, we have big deployment with NASA, we have deployment in the U.S. Congress, and with the U.S. intelligence communities.
VSee's technology offers more than just pretty faces on a screen. During our demo, we watched as team members swapped documents as easily as passing them around a table, despite being hundreds or even thousands of miles apart.
I can scroll down to anyone. So here's Milton, who's done various stuff, Linda, who's done various stuff, Erica, and so on.
Colleen, here are some designs I did for the website. Could you take a look at them and let me know what you and the rest of the team think about it?
Great, thanks, Eric.
Milton's vision for his company is based on the still radical notion that you don't need a big building filled with hard-working employees to be productive or successful.
If you were to look at the survey landscape in terms of all the different companies from Cisco to Microsoft to Google, all these technology leaders, they're all creating tools like VSee, but in some way they're scared, for lack of a better word. They're scared in the sense of their technology, I believe, they have a hunch is not good enough to allow their people to work remotely.
If you're thinking that this might be a good service just for you to try at home, you can't beat the price. It's free to the personal user.
So, for example, my parents, for example, so they get stuck on computer software all the time. So what they do is they will call me on VSee. They will share their desktop, will share the application. I will give them a quick computer support.
So the next time you feel like reaching out and talking with someone, forget email or the phone. Just VSee them.
Goodbye.
See you later from Alabama, y'all.
Thanks for watching this on VSee.